Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Lindsay. This is my first video. I might look a little crazy because I got one eye look here and one eye look here. And what I'm using today, because I know a lot of people have been interested in Colourpop in general, but these two palettes, and I think I know you know what I'm talking about. So they are the Mar and Soul palette. So they're only 12 bucks each. I figured I would get both because I couldn't decide which one to get. So this is what I'm sure you've seen them, but this is what the Mar palette looks like. Just really vibrant. I mean, they both are, but this is the more blues and cool tones in here. So that's that palette. And then this is the Soul palette, which is more orange and red tones and warm tones. So, on this side I have the Mar palette, and this side I have the Soul palette. And I really like the way that both of these came out, the pigment in them, all that good stuff. So, if you guys want to keep watching to find out how I did these looks. Starting with the Soul palette. We are gonna do our whole lid using this peachy color called Dynamite. And we are just gonna take just any type of fluffy brush. And so I'm gonna do my right eye with the Soul palette. And my mirror is to my right, so that's why I'm looking that way. So just as an all over lid color, it's just like a peachy nude. And then in the crease, we are going to go in with this orangey color in the corner called New Digs. So this one right here. We are going to take an angled brush, stab it, do the crease. More outer corner, but crease. And like that. And then taking the more deeper orange, this is 000. So same brush. So then with the shader brush, we are going to go on the lid with this red color right in the middle. And this is called Motel. So going in with the shader brush, we are just going to go right onto the lid with this. No Fix Plus, no wetting the brush. I'm just going to dab into it a couple times. Okay. All over the lid. And then just to kind of blend everything together, we're just going to go in back with a fluffy brush and just do that. Okay. And then I'm just going to leave this like this. And then I'm going to do this one is, well, it doesn't say, but it's like a shader brush, but kind of like thicker. So I'm going to go in with this orangey shade here, and this is called Unwind. So I'm just going to go in with that and just get underneath my eyes. And kind of work it up so it really just blends and meets with the outer corner of the eye. Just blend it. And that's the bottom. And then just taking a really small shader brush, for the inner corner, we are going to take this color right here, this shimmer, and this is Hotel. So I'm going to make sure I'm getting these right. It's Yeah, it's a hotel. So we're going to go in with the flat shader and do the inner corner, under, and top as well. And there you go. And I already had mascara on from earlier. So I didn't have to add any, but this says this eye, and this is using the Soul palette. So this is more of a warm tone palette. So on my other eye, I'm going to be using the Mar palette, which is more cooler tones and neutrals in there. So using the same brushes, we are going to start as an all over lid color, and we are going to do this top corner. This is the Detour right here, so kind of similar to the other eyes starter color, but just a little more yellowy orange, I guess. It's like lighter and it's got shimmer. I think the other one was a matte, so that's the one that we're gonna do all over the lid. Then for the crease shade with another blending or angled brush, we are gonna go in with this brown, which is a matte, and this is Boozy. I just love the names on these. So taking that, we are just gonna go into the crease, same kind of technique as the other eye. So same thing, into the crease, just to kind of have a base and then the crease base as well. So then after that, we're gonna go on the lid. I'm going to use the other side because it's still got some red. So with the other side of the same shader brush, we are going to take, which I really wanted to focus on, was this Mermaid Blue-Green, which is My Way. And then I might kind of throw it in a little bit with Gridlock right in the middle, which is more of a turquoise. So we are going to go in with that all over the lid. And I honestly might have to wet the brush for this or use my finger, because when I was playing around with it before, when I first got it, I did notice that it worked a little bit better with the finger or wet brush. But it does have really good pigment, as you can see. So I am going to mix a little bit of that middle color, which is Gridlock, and put that on top as well. So we're just gonna put this mixed in together onto the lid. So kind of just going back and forth between the two to get some pigment. Okay, that looks great. Okay, and then the same thing again. Just taking like a little blending brush, I'm going to go back into Boozy and just kind of blend that out and blend it together just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm just going to take a little bit more of My Way onto the lid, just because that's like my favorite color of this palette. Okay. So then after that, we are going to do that same brush, this little shader kind of brush but thicker, and we are going to go in with this orange, and this is called Sorbet. Yeah, Sorbet. So we're going to take a little bit of that, and we are going to blend this underneath, just like the other side. The orange underneath. I just think that the orange and the blue look so good together, in my opinion. So just taking a little bit more Okay, so just like that. And then I am actually going to take a little bit of this blue again with this brush and just kind of put a little bit more, so if it fell, kind of came off a little bit. Okay, and then for the inner corner, taking the small shader brush again, we are going to go in, do I want to do? Do I want to kind of mix that blue on the top, which is also, that's El Rey. Kind of blend that in. No, I'm just going to go in with the same that we started with, which is Detour. And put that all on the inner corner, just like the other side as well. And blend it together. And then I'm just going to take I am going to put a little bit on my finger, just like this. Just kind of pat it on. Just for a little bit more color. Okay, so this is using the Mar palette. So we'll do a close-up. So this is my left eye using the Mar palette. Okay, and then my right eye using the Soul palette. Hi guys, so my camera had cut out the shadows I was trying to show in my tutorial, so I put swatches at the end of the video. So the first one is Floaties, then OOO, then Unwind, then Hotel, then Motel, B&B, New Digs, Anthem, and then Dynamite. For the Mar palette, we first have Detour, then Wild One, then El Rey, then Sorbet, Gridlock, Boozy, My Way, Top Down, and then Highway.